No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. That's caught. It's Kearney. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense changing the play. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
29 Philly. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards. And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why...
Next going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruin. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Tatum. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Looks as if he's going to run it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mateer. That's caught, it's Thomas. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tatum. They're going to stop him short. And, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the move. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was. And there he goes.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
The inside handoff. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll take another shot here. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On target to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. Leaves it with the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Bruins are on the move. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He'll pull it down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Caught near the sticks, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Turning it on! It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. A running back has it.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got room to work. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until...